Baby, do that conga, no, you can't control yourself any longer. Come on, shake your body, baby, do that conga, no, you can't control yourself any longer.
Hello guys, Donnie Shipping in a Pokemon Showdown Moveset / build. This time I'm doing a Corsola build, which is recommended by Hydrocarbon Artichoke. I had to write that down just in case I forgot it. But yeah, Hydrocarbon Artichoke, thank you for recommending Corsola. And for everyone else who would want to see a Pokemon of their choice, leave it down in the comments and I'll be sure to get to it as soon as possible. So before we get started, I'd just like to say that in his comment, Hydrocarbon Artichoke did hint at me to use a Head Smash, which I did use Head Smash, but not on my main build, and I will explain why later. But anyway, Corsola is not a very competitively useful Pokemon. She does have quite an impressive move pool, but she is lacking in almost everything else. She has an interesting ability that I will get to in a little bit, but I'm going to tell you right now, she is kind of lacking, and I do feel there are better Pokemon out there. So anyway, let's get over to the item first. I threw in the leftovers because we're going to make her a more support-type Pokemon, and leftovers is always good to gain back that HP that you are going to be losing. Then the abilities here, she has the choice between Regenerator, Hustle, and Natural Cure. I chose Regenerator. This Pokemon restores 1/3 of its max HP rounded down when it switches out. This is really good, especially for being a Stally type Pokemon and a support Pokemon. When you get pretty low or half or anywhere below the threshold that you would like, you can switch out, come back in, get more HP, and you can do your support stuff that you plan on doing from the beginning. Her other abilities is Hustle. This Pokemon's attack is 1.5 times and accuracy of its physical attacks is 0.8 times. Now this is really good on a Pokemon that can use it, but frankly her attack stat is not that good. Her speed stat is atrocious, and you almost never get the ability to use it off because even her defenses aren't that impressive. And then she also has Natural Cure. This Pokemon has its major status condition cured when it switches out. This is good because you can get Toxic stalled out, but I do prefer the Regenerator with the heal. I just feel it works out more in the end. Go over to the moves real quick. Sucker Punch, because as I said, her speed is absolutely atrocious. So Sucker Punch gives you that speed boost. Usually goes first, fails if target is not attacking. 80 power, 100% accuracy, overall good damaging move. Recover, again, you're going to be a more Stally support Pokemon. Recover to keep you in there. This paired with the ability Regenerator, you're going to be in there a long time. So Recover heals the user by 50% of its max HP. Over here again, we threw on Toxic. Badly poisons the target. This is because you don't have a very good attack stat, and this is a good way to bring out your damage while staying alive with your Recover and Regenerator. Then the last move I threw in here was a surprising Light Screen. I usually don't like to use Light Screen or Reflect or Barrier, any type of those moves on a Pokemon, but I felt it worked really well on Corsola. For 5 turns, special damage to allies is halved. This is really good considering she doesn't have a terrible special defense stat. So you're going to be taking almost no special damage. And this is a good just support for your team as well. Very good in the doubles route. Go over to the stats. Max out the HP, max out the special defense, gave her the Careful Nature to bring up her special defense to 295 and her HP to 315. Now if we look at her base stats real quick, 35 in speed, which is pretty awful. Special defense is 85, which isn't that bad. Same for the defense, but it's not comparable to some of the other high-tier defensive Pokemon out there. Then her HP is 55, which same as her attack, are very low, and you aren't getting much out of that very much. Now, one thing that I did find is if you paired her with a Pokemon that knows Trick Room. For 5 turns, slower Pokemon move first. Now, if you plan on using her on a Trick Room team, you're going to have to change up her stats a little bit, and I recommend changing up her moves. So this is my other set where I did, in fact, use Head Smash. We'll get to that in a little bit. But first, I want to get out that the stats are going to be almost exactly the same, except you want to put 0 EVs into the speed. Now usually for a Pokemon you want to raise the EVs to 31, the max you can get, because that gives you higher stats. But for a Trick Room you want to be as slow as possible. So if you have no EVs, you get 35. And if you have, if you have IVs, it brings you up to 106. So you want to be slow for that Trick Room to take advantage of being able to go first when you're slow. Now, what's good about this is not only can you stall, but you can use a really good stab ability, a stab move, which is Head Smash. Now, Corsola is a water and rock type, so you do get stab off of this 150 power, 80% accuracy, half recoil move. Now, even though your attack stat isn't that great, just because of its base power being 150 and you getting stabbed, it's still going to deal a lot of damage. The only problem is it's only 80% accuracy, which isn't awful. Iron Tail is worse, for example, but it's still not perfect for a perfect move, but it does work out as well. So again, if you plan on using her on a Trick Room team, which I do recommend because of how slow she is, I think this is the move set to go. So overall, I think that's all I had to go through. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, if you want to see your Pokemon, your favorite Pokemon, or just a Pokemon you'd like, leave it down in the comments down below. I'll be sure to get those as soon as possible. And if you haven't noticed, I have gotten a new mic, so tell me how you think about that. I think it sounds really good. I'm still trying to fix up a few little tweaks. I've been getting some like random white noise spikes that have been happening, but I'm trying to get that fixed. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is the Dino Yoshi, and I will talk to you guys.